Why this story matters in a time when pessimism is easier, this story provides a grounded reason for optimism. Quick summary: this story highlights recent developments related to inspiring, showing how constructive action can lead to meaningful results. Charlie Dalen celebrates victory with champagne. Facebook after all had been through. Battling three-story waves didn't seem that daunting. French sailor Charlie Dalen started feeling intense abdominal pains in 2020 and was diagnosed with a 6-inch tumor on his small intestine. And it was cancerous. He'd been planning to race in the Vendée Globe, a famously dangerous 24-30-mile race to circumnavigate the world through boundary waters off southern Africa, Australia, and Antarctica, some of the most treacherous environments on Earth. Would you like to read more good news about inspiring sports, overcoming France, determination, and cancer? Held every 4 years, the race is nicknamed the Everest of the Seas, and only a fraction of the participants finish. One entrant disappeared completely. Surely, Dalen would have to withdraw, right? He couldn't do this race with cancer, could he? One highly regarded doctor told Dalen he could probably still compete if he maintained a strict regimen of daily immunotherapy pills. I decided to handle it the way I would when I have a problem on board, Dalen said in an interview with the Washington Post. I don't talk about it when the problem arises. I talk about it when it's repaired. He started exercising and entered a few events as a tune-up for the Vendée Globe. He fought fatigue across the Atlantic in a pair of races between New York City and France. He persevered through the pain and believed he could still enter the Vendée Globe in November 2024. The only thing left to do was go for it. Watch the victory video at the bottom. Sailors must compete solo, non-stop, and without assistance for the duration of the race. Often there are only about 40 competitors willing to brave the frigid temperatures and towering waves in pursuit of glory. Dalen was one of them. He left France and navigated around the treacherous Cape of Good Hope at the southern tip of Africa, keeping pace with the competition while staying consistent with his daily medicines. Charlie Dalen at Cape Horn, Facebook, but near the southern coast of Australia, Dalen faced a critical decision. A massive storm had developed, forcing him to choose a safer and slower route north or a faster and potentially perilous route south. He'd consistently stared down danger and cancer over the last year, so naturally Dalen went south. His boat was bombarded by ferocious swells and gale force winds over the next several days, but he persevered. And when the seas calmed, he was in the lead at a record-breaking pace. Near Antarctica, he lost the lead. Near Brazil, he regained it. After more than 2 months at sea, Dalen became the Vendée Globe champion, crossing the finish line in January 2020 with a time of 6:04 days, 19 hours, a new race record and better content. His tumor had grown during the race, but he soon underwent surgery to have it removed. As a cherry on top, he was named the 2025 Rolex World Sailor of the Year in November and won the 2025 Magnus Olsen Prize in December, which is awarded to sailors who embody excellence, sportsmanship, and innovation. Dalen doesn't know what the future holds, but he's working hard to steer his life and his health back to normal, and he's keenly aware that sometimes life's sweetest victories lie just beyond the rough seas and dark skies. More stirring adventurers, ex-paratrooper who survived a horrific lift and FT fall now breaks world records as the ultimate runner. Real-life Aladdin jumps from mountain peak on a flying carpet in thrilling video. Man is creating with a 500-mile trail across Texas for hikers, bikers, and horses. Investing 10,000 to get it done. I am the happiest man in the world today. That's for sure, Dalen said after winning the Vendée Globe. These are crazy emotions I'd never felt before. Crossing the line with the dawn light shining on perfectly smooth water, the boat gliding along. It was simply fabulous. An explosion of emotions in my head and immense joy. It is by far the most beautiful finish of my entire career. Keep Charlie's story sailing across the internet by sharing this to your social media feed. Article goodheadlines.org curates positive and solution-focused stories from trusted sources around the world.